Hello everyone and welcome back to Greensboro, North Carolina for the 2015 Grassroots Tip-Off Classic. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and I'm glad you guys are here for this one. This is a good one I think we'll have in store for you. PSB Select versus Fayetteville Elite. And these two teams are well matched. Both teams, PSB Select came out strong. We broadcast them on the first day. They had a double overtime game, and we have not broadcast Fayetteville Elite this tournament, but I have watched them. I am slightly less familiar, or I would say, I guess slightly is a strong word. I'm not anywhere near as familiar with Fayetteville Elite as I am with PSB Select, but I have watched them, and I do know that they have a couple of players that I like a lot, including Justin King, the point guard, and Marco Tomic, who will be jumping off, I believe, against the 7-footer for PSB Select, Raekwon Long. For PSB, we've got Ray Kowalski and Kenny Hairston and Ben Robertson and Michael Buckland, and a lot of good players. So 16-minute halves, and we're about to tip off momentarily. Long wins that one easily as Tomac just concedes the tip, and PSB Select will be underway right away with their offense. Both of these teams can shoot well from three, and I expect that we will see both teams having to work to adjust to stop that. Robertson right away drives inside and scores. And he puts PSB Select on the board first. Ben Robertson out of High Point Christian Academy with the first buckets of the game. First points of the game. Not buckets, plural. 16-minute halves, no running clock. Deep outside shot, three. Good, right out of the gate. Fayetteville Elite comes back, and they take a 1-point lead. Kowalski now over to Buckland. He's got a three, and he drops it. I don't know if I would call that an open three. I mean, he wasn't covered, but he was about 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line. And just like that, PSB Select comes back and takes the lead. This is actually PSB Select Elite 17 and under, full name of the team, going against Fayetteville Elite 17 and under. Deep outside shot for King, and that's beautiful. And that puts Fayetteville Elite back in the lead. And I said at the top of the broadcast that these guys have three-point shooters, and they're making me look prophetic. Kowalski over to Hairston. Hairston back out to Buckland. Buckland with another three, and he drains it. Another three for Michael Buckland. The junior from Wesleyan Academy has a couple of quick buckets from the outside. And then we've got an early three-point shooting contest, and money balls all over the court. Ball knocked away, winds up in the hands of Justin King. Good matchup here between King and Hairston. Feed inside, ball tipped away, errant pass, lands in the hands of Ben Robertson. He pushes it up, finds Kowalski. Kowalski deep shot outside. He drains his shot. And right away, it's not only a three-point shooting contest, it's a hot three-point shooting contest right out of the gate. Battle Tomic inside, matched up against Kowalski. Had the mismatch, but decided not to put it on the floor. Kowalski's got good hands and is a combo guard. Deep outside shot. That one drains for Fayetteville Elite. And now going the other way. Here's Kenny Hairston. Finds Robertson. Robertson, deep outside shot. That rims out. Tracked down by Fayetteville. They want to push it. Here's Marco Tomic. Spin move, gets in trouble, decides to kick it back out. Tyler Thomas with the three. Fayettille Elite not withering at all and showing that they can easily go toe-to-toe with the deep shooting of PSB Select. Now inside to Long, and he draws the foul. Raekwon Long, the 7-footer. Nice little move inside. Now, one thing I like about Raekwon, he's developed well. He's known for being a big man, but he can shoot free throws. He's developed a lot, and he's improved a lot, where I am not sure if colleges are quite aware how much he's improved. I do know that colleges are aware of who he is. At 7'1", it's kind of hard not to be on college's radar. But he's a good free throw shooter, and that's something I really like from big men as he drops his first one. Because big men are a tough matchup inside. If they're mobile and they've got good hands, they're going to draw a lot of fouls, and they're going to get to the line. And you should be able to hit those free throws when you get to the line. You should make it so that that's not an option for the team to just foul you and take away your offense. And Long second shot is good. And we're back in as I see Harderson now is in for Fayetteville. Gunnar Harderson. And we've got a switch over. Now trap in the backcourt as Fayetteville Elite breaks it, but it's a turnover, and it's going to go back over to PSB Select, and Buckland to inbound to Hairston. And he's going to walk it up. Robertson goes inside the Long. Long with a good pass out of the double team finds Kowalski. Kowalski not able to drop that one. That shot no good. Rebounded by Kowalski. Kowalski keeps it, slices up underneath, and score by Ray Kowalski. And that puts his team up by 3. So far, a lot of up and down action for both of these teams. Now here's a player that I saw earlier, liked him a lot, Harderson. He finds the cutter and finish. And just like that, Fayetteville Elite cuts that lead back to 1. Buckland against Tomic. Buckland goes to his right. Kicks out to Kowalski. Kowalski's shot is short. Rebounded by Harderson. Gunnar Harderson, very quick wing player. Does a lot of things. He's just all over the court, very fast, has a lot of skill. Here he is with the ball, working against Kowalski. There's Tomic. He's going to take a 3. That one rims out. Shot no good. Now going the other way. Deep outside shot by King is good. And once he gets his feet set, it's hard. It's hard to stop him. He gets on a roll. He just kind of pulls up and just drains it with that quick release. I do not think his shooting is a fluke, in other words. I believe he is a very pure shooter. Here's Robertson, a great slashing small forward. Outside shot no good. So we've got a foul on the floor, and that is going to send Justin King to the line. Plays for Terry Sanford High School. King is a very good shooter, and he's good from the free throw line. He's good from everywhere. Now Harrison directing traffic. Over to Kowalski. Down in the corner to McGregor. McGregor drives. Deep outside shot, and that's good for 3. Both teams shooting the cover off the ball early. A lot of open looks, though. I think defensively the coaches would not be happy with what they've done so far. There's Harderson now. Gets it over to Tomic. Tomic drives up, kicks it back outside. That one rims out, rebounded by Michael Buckland. Buckland loses the handle, able to corral it. That allows Fayetteville Elite a chance to set up their defense. Here's Kowalski. He fakes from the outside, gets his defender up in the air. Knocked away, ends up with Buckland. That shot no good. Buckland was hot early, but now he's not having quite as much luck. It's Tomic. A little bit of a wild shot there. And now PSB Select with a chance to take the lead. Kowalski up and kicks it outside. Good passing on the outside there. And drains the 3. And just like that, back in front, PSB Select. So now they want to slow it down on the Fayetteville Elite side as King is working against Hairston. There's Hardison. Deep outside shot by Hardison. Drains it. You really have to like what he can bring to the game. He's like instant offense, instant defense, great passer, good quickness, great quickness. I would say Hardison is one of the quickest players I've seen at this event, with the exception of maybe Chick Diallo for SEBL, but very fast. Showing right there, showing some nifty little moves. Didn't really have anywhere to go, however. Gets it back to Tomic. Tomic up, and that's going to be a jump ball situation.
Good job, guys. Way to play.
Another deep shot for Hardison. We have a timeout on the floor. I'll let you guys know to follow Phenom Hoops on Twitter, Phenom_hoops. As we get our clock reset, 8:39, 25-21. And that gives me a chance to talk a little bit about the on-screen clock. That is not the official clock. We will adjust it to match whatever is in the arena, in the gym. We're not making any judgments on how accurate it is or not. We're just basically trying to be in sync with what you would be seeing if you were sitting here watching it in person. And so because we don't have a direct sync in this game, we are doing our best to manually sync it whenever we see discrepancies. And the reality is, many times in AAU, they do have to adjust the clock for whatever reason. It's a little less formal than high school. So we will just go with the flow and go along for the ride, as we are about 8.5 left to go here in the first half. Robertson with the fake drive up, gets in trouble, gets it back out. Tough defense and the foul on the outside. And I believe that is going to send Kenny Harrison to the line. Kenny Harrison played for Davidson Day School. He's a 6', 2015 unsigned senior. Has some offers outstanding and may commit soon. Fayetteville working the ball, not really looking to go into the post much. And we have a stoppage in play. That foul is going to go against Parker Julian. Hardison moving the ball around. Tomic finds Hardison, cutting inside, and the score. Gunnar Hardison having a fantastic first half. Now here's Kowalski. Parker Julian sets the pick for Robertson, then attempts to roll. Good defense as Tomic takes away that pick and roll. Over here to McGregor. McGregor can hit that shot and drains it. Hardison now finds Tomic on the inside. Ball slapped away. It's going to stay with Fayetteville Elite. So we see Joe Hartman now coming in for PSB Select, as well as Nathaniel Jack for the Fayetteville Elite. So out of bounds again for Fayetteville Elite. Feed inside, score, and that's going to send number sorry, I lost my page here. James Elder from 71st, 2016 player. He's got a chance for the old-fashioned and one. He's got a lot of physical strength. He's able to play inside, even though he's only 6'3". Rebounded by Raekwon Long. Now here's Kowalski. Is he going to keep it? Decides to keep it. Scoops up. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Tyler Thomas. Now going the other way. Thomas, deep outside shot. That shot is short. Picked up by Hartman. Kicks it up to Kowalski. Kowalski surveying, looking for an open teammate. Finds Hartman. Hartman tried to get it over the top to Long. That was broken up by Tomic. Tomic shot no good. Long taps it over to Kowalski, and we're going the other way. Kowalski wants his teammates to make some specific movements. Tries to get inside to Long, and it's off the fingertips. Inside the Long with the hook shot. Short. Looked good coming off his hands, but wasn't able to finish it. Tough defense on the inside, even against a 7'1" player. Now Fayetteville sets up in their half court. Kowalski now running a lot of point for PSB. Fake by Robertson, slices up and score. Ben Robertson showing that first step that he has and uses it effectively. Has great length. Tyler Thomas now working against Hartman. Another three ball, Fayetteville Elite, scorching it from outside early. PSB Select's cooled off a little bit. Tried to go into Raekwon Long. That did not work out, a miscommunication between the perimeter and the post player there. Kowalski still running the point. Finds Robertson. Robertson driving up, reverse, no good, and tapped out of bounds, and that's going over to Fayetteville Elite. It's a good defense right there by Fayetteville. And they're rewarded with the turnover. As Justin King is back in the game now, running the point. He's being picked up by Michael Buckland. James Elder puts the ball on the floor, drives, stops, swatted away by Long. Here's Buckland in the open court. Loses the handle momentarily. Once again, that allows Fayetteville to recover. Robertson looked like he wanted to go into Long. Gets it up to McGregor. McGregor again from the outside, another three ball. And we have a stoppage in play. And I'm not sure what the call is. And we've got a technical foul. And that means, I believe Fayetteville will be shooting two technical shots, and they'll have the ball at the midcourt line. And not many better players this weekend that you can have at the line than Justin King. Even though it's a lot harder to hit these shots, these technical free throws, because there's nobody on the line, all the pressure's on. He drops that one in perfectly. And you would think, well, you shoot, you practice in an open gym, but that's not really what happens when you hear the pressure. It ramps up considerably. King is a great free throw shooter. Right there, he just drops those in. Cool as ice. Justin King keeps his team in front, and they will have the ball after the technical foul call from the midcourt line. Hairston uses the pick from Buckland. Now over to Kowalski. Spin move on the inside, and Kowalski not able to finish, but he's going to go to the line. Ray Kowalski, a very good free throw shooter as well, from Concord High School, 6'3", combo guard. Full court pressure now being shown by PSB Select. Hardison is able to break the press, gets it back over to King. Hardison with a deep outside shot once again drains it. Gunnar Hardison having a huge first half for Fayetteville Elite, showing his deep range, his passing, his quickness. And he's a big reason that Fayetteville has the lead right now. Now Kowalski driving, slicing, over the top, and finish. And that is going to be good and send Kowalski back to the line for the N1. And we have an injury. Gusta Makoliunas under the basket. Plays for 71st High School. And I hope he's okay. He seems a little woozy. Coach coming out to check on him, and he is walking off under his own power. I hope we see that young man again. And I hope he's all right and just needs a chance to catch his breath and shake out the cobwebs over there. As Kowalski steps up to the line. Going the other direction once again, Kowalski's been the primary ball handler. Finds Robertson, reverse assist from Kowalski to Robertson. And we have a timeout on the floor. If you're so inclined, you can follow me on Twitter. My name is Marcus Shockley. We have a 30-second timeout. Look at the scoreboard right now. You see my Twitter handle is M_Shockley. I do talk a lot about basketball, try to help college players and coaches find each other as much as I can. And one of the other things, one of my goals is to combat all of the seaminess that you hear about in AAU, and that seems like a lofty goal, and I don't know how well I would be able to achieve that. But I will tell you that if you come on Twitter or if you contact me directly about anything related to AAU, I may or may not know it. I will tell you if I don't, but if it's something specific or if you need a recommendation on good organizations to go with, reputable people in the business, definitely give me a follow, and you can tweet at me directly. And I will do my best. And if you're a college coach, as many college coaches do, contact me and ask me to look for certain players. I will do my best to help you find them, and I will try to help young men further their education if they can with some college play. Buckland on the inside, ball knocked away. Buckland with a rebound there. Defense is adjusting a little bit. Buckland just inside the three-point line there, but now defense is adjusting a bit, and the shot's not coming quite as easily for either team. Still shooting at a pretty decent clip, but not getting those blatantly wide open looks that we saw earlier in the game. Short halftime, about 5 minutes. We're going to cut away. We'll come back, and the coaches will have a few minutes to make adjustments. Not much. It's Kowalski attempts for the dunk, isn't able to throw it down. Rebounded by Tomic, finds a teammate cutting, not able to finish. And that is out of bounds. This is a good matchup here, King versus Hairston. Tomic working against Buckland. This has been a battle as well. Tomic can't finish, and that's going to be a charge on Marco Tomic, the 6'7", 2015 player. So winding down the first half here. Fayetteville Elite with the lead. And they have had a strong showing thus far against a strong PSB Select Elite team. Big shot there by Hairston. There's Tyler Thomas. Feeds it inside to James Elder, gets it back out to Thomas. Thomas working against Kenny Hairston. PSB using a bit of a zone here, it looks like. It might be dangerous considering how well Fayetteville Elite shot the ball early on. Once again, that's going to send James Elder to the line. The 6'3" player from the 71st class of 2016 goes to the line once again, and he'll have 2 shots. Buckland on the outside. Gets it over to Hairston. Looks inside to Raekwon Long. Long up and good. And Raekwon Long is going to the line for the chance for his and one. And as I said before, he's a good free throw shooter. Good hands, good length, 7'1". And now he's abandoned the headband here in the second half. Feed inside to Elder, stops, shoots over Long, and scores. Long with the spin move and dunk. Nice move. Good half so far for Raekwon Long. Kind of quiet in that first half. Had some early success, but now coming on, they're using Long here in the zone. And that's going to tie things up, and it's going back over to PSB Select. Hairston once again. Gets it over to Kowalski. Long trying to seal in there, decides to pop out and give the pick. Kowalski over to Buckland. Buckland deep outside, no good. Rebounded by Gunnar Harderson. And Hardison ends up with it on the way on the other side. Here's Tyler Thomas. Deep outside shot for Thomas. And once again, Tyler Thomas with the deep shooting. A weapon that they've been able to go back to multiple times. Gunnar Hardison with a rebound. Now Thomas pulls it out. Wants to survey the court and find out who's open. Tomic on the inside, no good, over Long. Robertson with the rebound. Now going the other way as Kowalski ends up with it. Now Kowalski wants to slow things down. Over to Buckland. Now to Hairston. Raekwon Long with the pick. Kowalski fakes behind the back wraparound pass, gets it to Robertson. Tough defense on the inside, no foul. Going the other direction now. Fayetteville Elite looking to break out into the transition game, but not able to finish on the other end. Off the tips of Gunnar Hardison, out of bounds, and going back over to PSB Select. Parker Julian now gets it in over to McGregor. Back to Kowalski. Kowalski puts it on the floor. Drives to his left. Up over the top. No good. Tap back. No good. Once again, Kowalski gets a second offensive rebound. In there in traffic. Gets it out to Buckland. And he gives it back to Kowalski. Now Kowalski wants to chuck it up from outside. That's short. Run down by McGregor. And now up to Robertson, and he finishes inside. And PSB Select now really dominating on the offensive glass, even with Long out of the game. And more defensive rebounding now as McGregor comes up with it. Here's Buckland. There's Robertson. Thinks about a three. Decides it's not. Gets it over to Kowalski. He drives, kicks to the outside. And that is good. And just like that, PSB Select starting to click a little bit here, even though the lead is very slim. PSB at the moment is starting to look a little bit more efficient in their offensive sets. And Fayetteville is looking a little bit less structured. And part of that may be with King on the bench. And then that three-point shooting, there's a loose ball foul there. And it's called on Parker Julian, and he can't believe it. It's kind of a tough call on Julian there. Tomic drives up and score, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Score for Marco Tomic. Hasn't had a lot of offensive success this game. Very good player. I like him a lot. 6'7" from Freedom Christian, and he's getting himself to the line now. Unsigned senior in the class of 2015. Finally gets something positive going for him on the offensive end here. Now Miles McGregor running point, bringing the ball up for PSB Select. Parker Julian sets the pick for Hartman. McGregor on the outside shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, comes up. Harderson ends up with it. Now he doesn't have numbers, so he pulls it out. And we see King is now back in the game. This backcourt of King and Harderson is very effective. And that's one of the rare misses by King. And if that three-point shooting fails them, they could be in a little bit of trouble because I don't know if they have the size. They do have Tomic, but most of their bigs are strong but not exceptionally long. Ball stripped. And now here's Harderson in the open court, up over Buckland, and no good. Tough defense by Buckland. Robertson with the rebound. Going the other direction now. Robertson kicks it ahead. Parker Julian, ball lost. And now Justin King wants to slow things down. Now here's Gunnar Harderson. Really liked what Harderson has brought to the game today. Tough rebound by Buckland. He's also had a good game. Fake on the outside there by King. Ball lost. Now PSB looking to establish a lead here. Folks, we've had some broadcast issues here. I apologize for coming back in here. So I am just going to probably step away and try to share a little bit of information here and try to get some of the clock issues and stuff straightened out. And you guys just bear with us and enjoy the game. And I will step back in if I can here and give you an update on what's going on. But I'm trying to make sure that we don't lose too much feed here. And I want you guys to be able to watch the whole game. And I will do my best to get all this straightened out. Kowalski hits another three there, and I'm sure I'll come back in if I can here in just a moment, but I may just step away here as we have a timeout on the floor. So we got Justin King at the line here. Had a good day shooting the ball, but his team trails now, and they need these points. We got a 30-second timeout. Once again, you're watching the 2015 Grassroots Tip-Off Classic from Greensboro, North Carolina. And I do apologize. We're having some clock and audio issues, and we are pretty close in what we've got to try to link things up here. And so I am just going to have to step away and try to continue to work to get things all straightened out. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. The margin has stretched out just a bit, but I do appreciate everyone watching, and I hope you'll continue to watch throughout the weekend as we bring you these games live and on demand from Netcast Sports. And you can visit us and find out all this information about these games at netcastsports.com. Once again, I am Marcus Shockley, and I appreciate you guys bearing with us this afternoon. I promise that normally we have better announcers, but anyway, I hope you guys will just settle in and watch the rest of the game here as we get set to finish off the last few minutes of this one. And Robertson with a runaway dunk. Not what you want to have come out of a timeout by Fayetteville Elite. But anyway, I'm going to step back away, try to keep everything as I can synced here, and we will move forward with the game as best we can. So it looks like Fayetteville Elite is already opting for a foul situation to try to try to lengthen the game, because now trailing by enough points where they know the clock is a major factor. So they're going to try to stretch this game out as much as they can. Meanwhile, of course, PSB, their goal, shorten the game. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just a moment. We're trying to sync our clock up as best we can. I believe we have finally gotten this worked out. I'm not sure. And again, I apologize for the clock issues. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes in AAU. We adjust, they adjust, and sometimes we lose our feed. We try not to. We've done better this tournament, but I do apologize. Hopefully you guys at home aren't too irate with how this is going down, but this is a good one coming down to the wire here.
Shooting yet? No, now they're shooting. Nope. Nope.
Robertson drive up, score, and that is a big bucket as he draws the foul, and he's going to go to the line for the N1 opportunity. And that makes the foul, the foul strategy by Fayetteville Elite much less effective when Robertson, who's great at putting the ball on the floor and can slash and score like that, and also get himself to the line. If he could knock this down, it goes a long way in putting but he doesn't. And still they have the good lead, but, you know, tough to stop those guys if they can get the buckets. Here's Harderson over to Tomic, cross-court pass. Thomas. The King back to Thomas. Shooting touch just not there as much in the second half as it was early on for Fayetteville Elite. And PSB Select now in solid control of the game, or at least, well, that may be overstating it. But, again, I do apologize for some of the issues we had late game, and I hope you guys haven't been too frustrated by that. But this has been a good game, good teams. We've got a break on the floor here. And as both teams want to talk things over, and I hope you guys will stay with us for the rest of the tournament. We have a couple more games we're broadcasting today, I think, and then tomorrow, Championship Sunday, the big day, the best day, and it looks like we will see PSB Select tomorrow. I'm not sure if they have another game today or not, but PSB Select remains one of the top teams to make it to that title game in their bracket. Along with the Charlotte Royals, and there's Team Felton, unsigned seniors. Team Felton, unsigned seniors, named for NBA guard, former UNC player Raymond Felton. Team Felton, very strong. The unsigned senior squad, very, very strong. So those are all teams that we may be seeing tomorrow. And to just wrap this up, as you guys watch the last minute of play here, barring anything unforeseen, I appreciate you guys being with us. Once again, you've been watching Netcast Sports. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. This is the 2015 Grassroots Tip-Off Classic between PSB Select Elite, 17 and under, taking on Fayetteville Elite, 17 and under. And I'm going to step away here and thank everybody for joining us on today's broadcast. Hope you'll stick with us. Check out all of our broadcasts on netcastsports.com. And we'll just watch what happens here in the last 50 seconds or so.